Hi, I'm Paul, the gin guy, and today we'll be having Citadelle No Mistake Old Tom Gin. Let's get going! Citadelle gins have been an established player for quite a long time, and I reviewed their original dry gin, the link will be here, a few months back, and to date this has been my most watched video on this channel, so it was only logical to take a shot at their Old Tom offering. As I said in my original dry gin video, the distillery itself is located in the southwest of France, in an 18th century chateau, where they grow most of the botanicals and they also distill other spirits, including the world-famous plantation rum. As for the name and the style of gin Old Tom, well, it all comes down to the 18th century England and so-called the gin craze era. Basically what happened is people were in love with gin, and of course the government wanted to tax it, so they put high taxes and tariffs on gin distribution. And the pub owners found a way to illegally distribute gin directly into the consumers' cups by placing wooden plaques shaped like a black cat or Old Tom outside of their establishment. Then people put money in a slot under a cat's paw and then got a shot of gin delivered directly to them through a lead pipe. I'm not quite sure how the whole distribution situation worked. Did it flow directly into their mouths, or was it like a bring your own cup situation? Anyways, people back then, they didn't really care much about hygiene or indeed lead poisoning. At 46% ABV or alcohol by volume, this gin comes in a 500ml bottle in a very, very nice box. The box itself screams quality. Excellent cardboard paper, all the logos are perforated, and there is a cap on one of the sides too. When you take the bottle out, it is rather simplistic but classy, as if you went to an 18th century apothecary to get a magical elixir that will cure you of typhoid. Spoiler, it won't, and you will probably die. I absolutely love the color of the gin. Its amber hue results from adding demerara sugar and aging the gin in barrels for a few months after distillation. The information on the bottle repeats what's written on the box and includes a brief history of the brand, tasting notes, and lists all 22 botanicals in the gin. And speaking of the botanicals, they are juniper, black yarrow, almonds, grains of paradise, iris, cardamom, lemon, cinnamon, coriander, nutmeg, cubeb pepper, oranges, star anise, violet, yuzu, fennel, cumin, cornflower, spice bark, angelica root, licorice, and savory. Wow, that is a pervasive and very honest list, and it is amazing that the distillery didn't exclude any of the botanicals and they wrote all of them here in French, both on the bottle and on the box. But right now, let's see if No Mistake Old Tom really cannot be mistaken for anything else and is indeed a top cat. Let's get to tasting, and just like all the time we will taste it neat with the soda water and with tonic. But first we need to open this smorgasbord of botanicals. Okay, I love this protective paper, really nice touch. Oof, nice, that was tight. Wow, and on the nose it just punched you with all the 22 botanicals at once. This one is one of those gins when the manufacturer recommends you drink it neat or on the rocks, which is a very nice touch, considering that most manufacturers, they move toward gins that shine in the cocktails. Oof! Wow, that's really nice. It is very sweet, fruity, and spicy towards the end. It does taste like a magic elixir. The juniper is not strong at all, and as for the others, they have a mix of peppers, some spices, and some barks as well. All of it mixes into a nice, very flavorful bouquet. Soda water is up next. Let's drop the ice cube in, put 60 ml of gin, and top it up with some soda water. This is a very pleasant drink this sweetness really comes forward, and juniper notes are very much subdued. The spiciness is not here. That's amazing. Some people say that mojito is the perfect summer drink. No, this is a perfect summer drink. Let's see if tonic makes it better. Ice cube in, some gin, and top it up with Watson's tonic water. Having it with tonic water is nice, but think of it as a sushi paradox. When the Japanese chefs are trying to bring that certain flavor, and you just take the sushi and dump it in soy sauce. All the botanicals are pretty much killed off. It is a pleasant drink, but again, this is a very upscale gin, so I wouldn't necessarily spend that much on it if you want to have it with tonic. And actually, this is the second Old Tom gin that we reviewed on this channel. The first one was Ransom Old Tom, and that one was very whiskey forward because it was aged in the barrels for an extended period of time, but this one is different, even though the color is the same, so you would think it's a whiskey-like drink, but it's absolutely not. By a mile, this is the best Old Tom I've tried. So we tried Citadelle, no mistake, Old Tom neat with the soda water and with tonic. My preference would be drinking it neat as the manufacturers intended. You can taste all the botanicals and it's a really nice experience. You can taste spiciness and then sweetness. The only downside is it has a bit too much ethanol, but it's probably something that will be balanced if you drop an ice cube in. Drinking it with the soda water is a great experience, but you don't get the full flavor profile that the manufacturers put in, because this gin has 22 botanicals, and when you add soda water into some of the finer ones, they disappear. But again, this is a very refreshing drink. So if you don't like drinking your hard liquor straight, soda water is a way to go. Adding tonic to it just doesn't make sense because all the botanicals are killed off. It is a solid gin and tonic, but why to waste such a great Old Tom gin and then diluted with tonic? So there you have it. This has been Citadelle No Mistake Old Tom gin, and the only downside of this gin is that it comes in a tiny 500ml bottle. I wish they made a 750 or even a liter and a half. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel for more gin goodness, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. This is nice. Oh.